Parang inaakit nila isa't isa. In short, medyo simpleng malandi siya, ganun. Also, deeper in the story, nalaman ko that Lord George died. He realized he's bisexual. Welcome to the story that got me into this 150-year-old fragrance brand called Penhaligons. And this is called the Portrait Collection. Nasabi ko to before na na-realize ko ako as a fraghead is more of a user than a collector. Meaning, I only buy what I want from a fragrance brand. I don't collect every fragrance in a fragrance line for the sake of collecting. But Penhaligons Portrait line is one of those exceptions. At this point, I'm into stories and feelings. Kung ano yung ibibigay ng fragrance sa'yo other than just smelling good. And this line tells a story at yan ang pag-uusapan natin in this video. Mabilis ang throwback lang, I first explored Penhaligons back in January 2024 when I traveled in Singapore together with my family. So happy na ito yung nag-remind sa akin of that travel because it was so special to me. It was the first time na nadala ko yung family ko abroad, and of all the fragrance brand na try ko that time, ito talaga yung tumatak sa akin. So parang na-incorporate ko yung Penhaligons scent DNA to that experience. And that DNA is peppery and incensey. If not all, majority of the fragrances in this line has that peppery and incense vibe. And I've started collecting all these fragrances since a month after that travel. So since February last year, isa-isa ko na silang pinasource sa mga kakilala ko, which later on pag-usapan natin. And believe it or not, this is not yet complete, but I got what I personally wanted and the ones that I've actually tried nung nasa Singapore kami. And of course, especially mga important characters in the storyline. Before we proceed, let me show you first the packaging. The box come in a colorful, sort of like an art if I may. Each box may animal na ipapakita kung anong character yon. And in this case, for example, this is Mr. Thompson, which is a mammoth. Now here's how the bottle looks like. These are all 75 ml EDPs. Each perfume has their own gold-plated animal heads, which personally, I don't see the relevance to the story. Although yung iba, yes, but the name of the fragrance, however, is more connected at yan ang pag-usapan natin in a minute. Pero saan ba inspired yung story ng Penhaligons Portrait Collection? The Portraits line is a picture of British aristocracy and even scandals or issues among these characters, but these are all fiction, don't worry. A little bit of background in the British aristocracy. It is basically a social class in UK back in the day. There's 5 noble ranks. We have the Duke, the Marquis, Earl, Viscount, and Baron. Meron din silang tinatawag ng Lord, which is usually mga friends ng nobles. Kaya may isang character dito na merong Lord in its name. Now, we will start the story with the first 4 main characters. We have the Lord George, Lady Blanche, Duke Nelson, and Duchess Rose. These characters are a family. Lord George as the head of the family, Lady Blanche as the wife, Duchess Rose as their only daughter, and Duke as the husband of Rose. Mahaba-haba itong kwentuhan to, so sit back, relax, and enjoy. First, unahin na natin one of the main characters. This is Tragedy of Lord George. Now, for this video, let's just call them by like their name, parang ganyan. So, let's just call him Lord George para mapadali rin yung buhay ko, okay? And the name Tragedy of Lord George has a hint to his story. Now, the nose behind Lord George is Alberto Morillas. It also has a deer head as a sign of nobility. Now, Lord George is described as a traditional man. He is loyal to the king, to the country, sadly not to his wife. Yung story ni Lord George shows that even the nobleman can have issues like being alcoholic and infidelity. Now, imagine a father of a family in the late 1800s preparing his day, papunta sa office, and he starts his day with a brandy. Yeah, medyo alcoholic siya. He takes a shower, he uses a soap that smells very aromatic, and then gets shaved before eating breakfast. So Lord George smells like a fresh, soapy, creamy shaving foam accord with a hint of booze. Smooth woodsy notes with a slightly sweet ambery base. This belongs to the Fougere family. Also, deeper in the story, nalaman ko that Lord George died. Not sure how, but he died. So the word tragedy in his name suggests 2 things. A tragic downfall of his image in the society or a tragic death. Performance to me is average. I got 6 to 7 hours longevity with moderate projection for the first hour. Now, scent-wise, it is manly. A guy in his 40s above with a nice taste in fragrance. Yung mga more experienced nose ang makaka-appreciate na tong scent na to. Lalo na for today's modern day because obviously today is more sweet, blue fragrances, right? But this one, it smells old. Not old na yung tinatawag natin parang amoy matanda. Old because it will give you a picture of the old times. Sabi ko kanina that the scent is fresh, soapy, but it's not yung soapy sa atin ngayong modern day. What I like about this is yung pagiging fresh, clean, soapy vibe niya is giving me a picture of how the scent of soaps smells like back in the day. Parang ganon siya. So it's amazing. Parang it transports me to that moment. Obviously, this was released a few years back, so obviously hindi siya amoy matanda. But again, the intention of the scent is to give us a story of how traditional man smells like back in the day. So para siyang time machine in a way. And for me, napakagaling ng pagkakagawa. The scent is quite addictive. It's fresh. It's fougere. So with that, I will rate Lord George 8.5 out of 10. Next, we have The Revenge of Lady Blanche, the charming spouse of Lord George. Now, si Lady Blanche is described as a socialite, born into money, so old money, parang ganyan. Married into money, Lord George. Na kung napili siya ni Lord George as his wife, being a noble person, she must be gorgeous. Sadly, Lord George's weakness is his flesh. Nabanggit ko naman to kanina, and Lady Blanche knows about this betrayal. Pero hindi siya pwedeng gumawa ng anything scandalous na ikasisira ng pangalan niya in the society and as part of a noble family. So meron siyang galit towards Lord George, but she even attempted to poison Lord George. However, wala akong nakitang source na magpapatunay na nangyari talaga yon. But she would be happy to plant flowers over Lord George's grave. And yung mga flowers na yon are daffodils or narcissus, which is also part of the main notes of this fragrance. Now, Lady Blanche is a green floral fragrance. The greenness in here is almost vegetal. It opens up with a bright, almost fruity, narcotic, creamy powdery texture from the floral notes like narcissus and iris. That narcotic powdery floral vibes gives this fragrance parang a mature vibe, mga 40 to 50 years old. Like I can imagine my mother wearing this fragrance sa mga special events. Performance is good. This lasted around 8 to 9 hours with moderate to strong projection for the first 1 to 2 hours. Now, disclaimer, you guys know na I'm not the biggest fan of white or yellow florals, so medyo mababa ang rating ko with Lady Blanche. With that, I'll give Lady Blanche 7.5 out of 10. Next is the coveted Duchess Rose. Now, being a daughter to a noble family and married to a duke, you are likely to be coveted. Wearing the head of a fox, Duchess Rose is both pure and youthful beauty with a hidden sensuality. I imagine Duchess Rose as a 27 to 30-year-old gorgeous woman who married Duke Nelson para makaalis siya sa parenting ng parents niya. Kaso, it didn't turn out so good for the both of them because Duke Nelson also has issues, so mamaya pag-usapan natin yan. And because of Duke Nelson's issue with himself, Duchess Rose had an affair with Mr. Sam. O, diba? Ang daming kabitan dito sa story na to. We'll talk more about that later. Now, Duchess Rose is a dewy, zesty, juicy, rose-based fragrance that any woman can use on either daily or special occasions, date nights. And if there's any of you na takot sa rose because you think it's too mature, this one is not. This is quite youthful approach to rose for women in their mid-20s to 40s. Especially if you wanna be like a delicate woman, alam yun, babaeng babae, parang ganon. And this is by far probably the most natural rose fragrance that I've tried. As in, ang sarap niyang amuyin. Again, it smells natural. Parang, alam mo yung amoy ng gitna ng rose? Ganon yung scent niya for me. It almost smells photorealistic to me. Parang talaga akong umaamoy ng rose. And again, it's not harsh. It's not mature. It's just soft rose. Ang bango talaga niya. If you're looking for a natural smelling rose, you try this one. The downside, however, is that this doesn't last that much. Longevity on my skin is about 4 to 5 hours, sadly. Medyo bitin lang sa performance. Pang ano siya, pang close encounters. And recently, naisip ko na, tama lang din na hindi siya malakas mag-project because, again, yung scent niya kasi is hindi, parang you have to discover her. Parang ganon. Para makita mo na, I like this girl. Parang ganon. So, intimate siya, so maaamoy mo lang yung beauty niya scent-wise. Because again, yung personality ni Duchess Rose is very delicate woman. Babaeng babae, parang ganyan. Parang hindi siya malandi, parang ganon. Still, I will give Duchess Rose a high rating. I'll give it 9 out of 10. Next is the husband of Duchess Rose. This is Much Ado About the Duke. With a head of a dog, I learned that this is Greyhound, and upon research, I think I got their name from a play by William Shakespeare called Much Ado About Nothing, which is a play about love, deception, and mistaken identities. Ado means fuss or commotion. Although hindi nakalagay sa name, but I learned that his name is Nelson, so let's just call him Duke Nelson. Kasi yung Duke title siya, di ba? Duke Nelson is a handsome young man that is not so heavily invested to his wife, Duchess Rose. How I see it is this. Being a Duke means you're at the top of the social hierarchy. Like you are expected to marry and bear a child that will later on be your heir. But again, parang hindi siya emotionally invested to Rose. But when he met Teddy, he realized he's bisexual. Now, the two are having an affair. Sabi sa inyo, maraming affair tong kwentong to. Now, the Duke is very masculine. It has notes of black pepper, woody notes, which I believe is sandalwood, a hint of rose in the background. Sa mga websites, meron siyang rose notes. But me personally, I don't really get that much. I think it's just far in the background. Same as the leather note. The leather in here is just, again, in the background. The main notes that I get in here is just spicy black pepper and the sandalwood. Quite similar actually to Teddy, but this is more sophisticated. Another interesting about its scent is that it seems to share some DNA of both his lovers. The rose from the Duchess Rose and a strong peppery cumin-like spice from Teddy. Longevity is about 6 to 7 hours with moderate projection for the first hour. Now for the Duke, I like the opening. It's quite fresh and spicy. It's aromatic, but I think it's quite spicy to my liking. I'm not really the biggest fan of cumin. Ito yung tinatawag natin na parang amoy BO, parang ganyan. At least to me. I think the only time I can wear this is siguro a nighttime scroll in Baguio. Kailangan malamig na malamig siya. This is in the middle of Spice Bomb EDT and Spice Bomb Extreme. Kung familiar kayo sa mga fragrances na yon. It's spicier than the EDT because of the cumin and the strong peppery spice, but hindi naman siya sobrang heavy as the Spice Bomb Extreme. This is still quite fresh and spicy. This one lang, however, has more elegance to its scent. With that, I will give the Duke 7.5 out of 10. Now, mag-extend na tayo from the first main characters. We have Terrible Teddy and Heartless Helen with the head of a rhinoceros and a cockatoo. Let's first start with Heartless Helen. And the perfumer behind Helen is Dominic Ropion. And Heartless Helen is depicted as an attractive, innocent aura, soft-spoken, well-mannered. Akala mo hindi siya nagpapa-apekto sa mga lalaki nagpaparamdam sa kanya. Pero in reality, she loves to be admired. In short, medyo simpleng malandi siya, ganun. She likes to seduce men in a subtle way. She's a mischievous young woman in a sports suit. Helen actually reminds me of Sylvie sa Loki. Yun ang picture na nakuha ko kung ano yung parang how she would look like physically, parang ganyan. The notes are jasmine, tuberose, mandarin orange, pink pepper, and woody notes. So it smells like a young, decent lady. Smooth white florals with a hint of sweetness from the mandarin orange, almost bubblegummy, and with a hint of spice from the black pepper. Again, that black peppery spice, you can smell that across the portrait collection. Now, Helen is actually performing. I got around 8 to 10 hours longevity on my skin. Strong projection for the first 1 to 2 hours, which is really good because Penhaligon's is really not known to have great performance sa mga fragrances nila. Isa sa mga pinaka-performing na nakita ko. Now, Helen met Teddy sa isang African safari. Si Teddy is a hunter. Teddy has this detached attitude to him. Some guys actually use this style. Yung akala mo parang wala kaming pake, pero actually technique yun para makuha mo yung attention ng babae kasi bakit hindi ako pinapansin ito. Sakto silang dalawa sa ganong klase because parang inaakit nila isa't isa sa mga sarili-sarili nilang technique. Alam mo yun? Si Teddy, kunwari deadma. Si Helen, pa-demure. Sadly, hindi tumuloy yung story nila because Teddy met Duke Nelson. So based on the storyline, Teddy and Duke Nelson are both bisexual. Anyway, Terrible Teddy naman has notes of incense, leather, and ambroxan. However, obviously, I still detect a peppery spice to it and cumin to its scent kahit hindi siya declared. So just like the Duke, meron silang both hint of that parang cumin spice, yung medyo may pagkaamoy BO, parang ganyan. So they smell very manly. I also get smoky and leathery facets. And this is one of those definition of masculine, as in this is 100% masculine. I don't see any woman wearing this. Performance is above average. I got around 7 to 9 hours longevity on my skin. Moderate projection lang siya. But due to the nature of the scent na spicy, leathery, woody fragrance, kahit moderate projection lang siya, pansinin ka talaga every time someone is near to you or makausap mo, makasalubong mo, pansinin yung scent niya. And I don't see this being worn dito sa Philippines. I honestly think this is for cold weather talaga, like autumn to winter fragrance yung ganito. Now, smelling this fragrance, I see the inspiration behind it. Imagine a guy in a dry, scorching hot desert, pawisan, mainit. Yung scent niya is both dry and humid at the same time. A guy wearing a jacket, yung ginagamit sa desert, tapos leather boots, and syempre hindi mo maiwasang mag-amoy araw because you're basically under a scorching heat. And yung leather niya rito is more on the rugged side. It's not like smooth. Anyway, with that, I will give Teddy 7 out of 10, and for Helen, 8 out of 10. And just a quick detail about the last 4 characters na nabanggit ko. Teddy share parts of Helen and Duke's DNA. The peppery spice from Helen and the cumin leathery notes of the Duke. And then meron ding rose notes si Duke. So, kita nyo kung ano nangyari doon? Next we have is the blazing Mr. Sam. With the head of a bull, si Mr. Sam lang dito yung hindi British. Again, this is a British aristocracy. Si Mr. Sam lang yung American. Mr. Sam is an English businessman, so he knows how to carry a conversation. He's warm, he's friendly, and great at networking. Para siyang extroverted guy, and he got the heart of Duchess Rose. Or maybe Duchess Rose got his heart. I'm not sure, but since Duchess Rose, despite being youthful but sensual, the Duke Nelson is basically emotionally unavailable para kay Rose, then there's a likelihood na ma-attract siya sa iba as warm and as charming as Mr. Sam. Scent-wise, this is one of my most favorite fragrances, not just in Penhaligons but across all my collection. This is really good. It's like a simpler version of Penhaligons Halfeti, which I believe is one of the best offerings from Penhaligons. Now, based on the personality ni Mr. Sam, this scent is warm because of the cardamom, black pepper, it's smooth, it's woody, there's cedarwood and vanilla in here with a hint of smoky background from the tobacco. I also pick up some soft spice from the cumin, which is surprisingly nagustuhan ko because sabi ko naman sa inyo, I don't like cumin note, but if done well in a fragrance composition, I would like it. Depende. So, but for this one, the cumin note is just there to add spice. It's not like the star of the show. Itong scent na to is for a masculine, bold, again, extroverted personality. Longevity though is about 5 to 6 hours, which is, for me, medyo bitin. Soft to moderate projection lang din siya. As much as I love Mr. Sam, again, one of my favorite scents, I just hope it performs a bit more. Overall, I will still give this a high rating. I'll give this a solid 9.5 out of 10. Next is Changing Constance. With the head of an antelope, she is the younger sister of Lady Blanche. So, mas modern woman ito. For me, she's in her 20s lang, mid-20s. The scent is youthful, very attractive, and I don't have much detail about Constance. I just know na sister siya ni Lady Blanche, but wala siyang parang anything crazy going on in her story. So, let's just proceed on how it smells. This smells sweet because of the caramel. It's borderline gourmand. It has a hint of spice from the pimiento note, and it's also ambery. I think it has vanilla, made more cozy by the cashmeran. Meron din siyang tobacco note in the note breakdown, but I really don't get that in here. This is a warm, sweet, cozy, sexy fragrance for women. I personally think it's one of the sexiest fragrances I've tried. I love sweet scents. If you like Minuit Edemi, they share some vibe. Sexy and sweet. Although Constance is more parang feminine talaga. Sadly, the performance is also lacking. Sayang lang because sobrang sarap talaga nito. Again, one of the sexiest perfumes I've tried for women. Very feminine, very sexy, attractive, hindi masakit sa ilong, high quality juice. Yun lang, bitin lang siya sa performance. But I will still give this fragrance a high rating because I love the scent. With that, I'll give Constance 9 out of 10. Next, we have The World According to Arthur. With the head of a dragon, Arthur is the younger brother of Lord George, who is full of wisdom. He travels the world and stayed most of his time in Asia, specifically in China. Thus, the oriental vibe of Arthur, which is now called ambery. Some of the notes are sage, vanilla, tonka, and incense. So very Asian yung approach ng scent niya. But the tonka and vanilla smells natural and high quality in here. It's very cozy, it's very smooth. You don't get much alcohol in here, hindi siya masakit sa ilong. I see this as a nice, chill guy. Alam mo yung parang stoic guy. That's what I see with Arthur. And this is perfect for situations where you just want to chill, relax, unwind, ayaw mo worry ng mga bagay-bagay, ayaw mo na isipin yung trabaho mo o mga bagay na nagpapastress sa'yo, ganyan. And this is actually also one of my favorite picks from the brand. Performance, I got 7 to 8 hours longevity with moderate projection for the first hour. And with that, I will give Arthur a solid 9.5 out of 10. Next is the omniscient Mr. Thompson. With the head of a mammoth, Mr. Thompson is the butler to the family of Lord George. Omniscient means all-knowing. He knows all the conflicts of the family. And for some reason, I feel like sobrang perfect ng mammoth figure para sa pagiging butler. And just like the butler, Mr. Thompson is very formal, well put together, gentleman, both in the parang image and the scent. And I get this picture of a man mature enough to keep secrets. Ito yung tao na pag sinabihan mo ng sekreto, sa kanya lang talaga. Hindi niya chuchu sa iba. Now, Mr. Thompson, scent-wise, to me is an upgraded, a bit more complex version of Dior Homme Intense, the old formulation. It shares the same powdery texture, woody notes, slightly sweet scent. Although in here, I smell that they use Oris in here instead of Iris. Talagang kitang-kita mo yung texture, a powdery texture with a lot of depth. I also get a cozy sweetness from the vanilla and a hint of spice in the background coming from the black pepper. And this is using some unique fragrance notes like sesame and oak, which makes the woodiness quite interesting and less common. And given that, I see this fragrance as a formal event type of fragrance. Like mga suit and tie, ganyan, or formal events in the evening, basta ganon. Longevity is around 7 to 8 hours that projects moderately for the first hour. And also this is one of my favorite from the brand and even across my fragrance collection. With that, I will give Mr. Thompson a solid 9.5 out of 10. And of course, para mabubuo ang story and this brand Penhaligons kung walang perfumer and founder. This is the inimitable William Penhaligon. Let's first talk about his origin. With the head of a ram, William Penhaligon started as a barber in 1969 and started his own perfume in 1872. Later on, he was requested by the Duke to manufacture toiletries for them, and he reached his peak as a perfumer when Queen Victoria's court and the Shah of Persia started using his perfumes. So what a flex kung halimbawa halimbawang yung perfume mo as a perfumer, ginagamit ng big personalities, parang kumbaga parang presidente ng bansa is using your perfume. Yun ang flex talaga. William Penhaligon smells woody, earthy, with of course the DNA of black pepper and incense. The woodiness feels like a light colored wood na may varnish coating, but it's smooth and almost creamy. I guess that's a sandalwood, and obviously the vetiver. Now I see the vetiver and sandalwood working in harmony for this prominent, earthy yet smooth, creamy woodiness. Definitely a formal scent in my opinion. Ito yung scent na magnininong sa kasal because obviously nasa age na siya of fatherhood and medyo may pera na siya, so kinukuha na siyang ninong sa mga kasal. Personally, I like the scent. I might not be able to wear it, to be honest. Parang gusto ko siyang inaamoy palagi, but to me, hindi ko siya magamit because I think this is above my age range. Other than that, I think the deciding factor with this fragrance para malaman mo kung magugustuhan mo siya is really the vetiver. Good thing I like vetiver and clean yung vetiver na ginamit dito. Longevity is around 6 to 7 hours with moderate projection for the first hour. With that, I will give William Penhaligon a solid 8 out of 10. Next fragrance is, wala pa akong bote right now, is still part of my wish list, and that is Bewitching Yasmin. Meron naman akong discovery set na nabili nung nasa Singapore ako. Sa mga naka-follow sa akin sa Instagram, nakita nyo na to, pinost ko na yan sa story ko. And actually, wala talaga siyang kinalaman sa storyline, but it has to be part of this video because a lot of people like this scent, including me. And it's gonna be part of my top 5 for sure. So you have to know this fragrance. Yasmin with the head of a cat. Now, Yasmin has this very feminine and dark energy because it has rose, vanilla, coffee, and oud. Though for me, it's really the rose. The rose in here is medyo jammy and sweet, and the oud is Laosian oud from Laos. So it's quite on the dirty side, and I think those two are really the star of the show. It has coffee note listed, pero I don't detect it at all, or maybe it's just barely there. Siguro pag hinanap mo siya, you might find it. Now, Jasmine Sambac is in the mid notes. It's actually the floral na listed in this fragrance, but I don't detect the jasmine in here. Instead, it's really about the rose. Siguro the jasmine could be like somewhere supporting the rose, but it's not really, at least in my nose, hindi siya jasmine forward, it's more rose forward. And of course, it still has this smoky incense in the background as part of the brand's DNA. Now, if you're familiar with Oud Ispahan, medyo same vein sila, except that this one is more pleasing. It's less offensive and less animalic than Oud Ispahan. This is softer, more delicate, yet it's also unisex. Now, performance, again, this is one of the most performing in this line. It lasts up to 10 to 12 hours longevity on skin with moderate to strong projection for the first 2 hours. So it's really performing. It also has this nice sillage, moderate sillage, and I think malaking factor dyan is oud because again, oud naturally as a fragrance note or as an ingredient is really projecting and long lasting. Personally, I think by far this is one of the nicest oud fragrances I've tried. As in super nice, it's clean, it's elegant, it's a bit sweet. The composition is not dirty. With that, I'm gonna give Yasmin 9.5 out of 10. Now, nabanggit ko naman kanina in the beginning that there are other characters na wala pa ako because one, they're not really important sa storyline, or second is that they're really hard to find. So I'm just gonna mention those fragrances. So we have the remarkable success of Mr. Harrod, which is a Harrod's exclusive, I believe. Clandestine Clara, which is kabit ni Lord George. So sabi ko sayang kung nakakuha ko sana to magandang i-feature in this video. We have Roaring Radcliffe, which is anak naman sa labas ni Lord George kay Clandestine Clara. So sayang. The Uncompromising Sohan, and the two cousins, Flora and Matthew. Now, before we proceed to my overall verdict, special thanks to Annie. Sa kanya ko nahiram tong Duke bottle na to because wala pa akong makuhanan. Shoutout sa'yo. And also shoutout to the sellers kung saan ko nakuha tong mga to. We have Juan Sagusay from J Fragrance Corner, Joshua Sherio from Fragrance Closet, Christine Sumiran of Regal Spritz, and Paulo Valdez of Nose Wise Central. Diyan ko mga nabili or napasabay itong mga fragrances na to because again, these are not available in the Philippines sadly. Kailangan mo siyang ipasabay abroad, and I got all these fragrances at a discounted price. Now, you might ask kung ano yung top 5 ko in here. So, starting from the 5th spot, I'll give it to, this is a tie actually. It's a tie between Changing Constance and Duchess Rose because while I think I can wear it, especially Duchess Rose, but they're obviously for women. But I just adore this fragrance. They're really gorgeous smelling fragrances. They're both sexy in their own way, and I just love how this smells. So, sobrang bangon tong dalawang to. Ladies, get this too. These are both sexy. On the 4th spot, I'll give it to Mr. Thompson. And baka hindi na surprise nyo to if you've been following me for a while. Since I love Dior Homme Intense, this is like, again, an upgraded version of Dior Homme. Mas mabango siya. It's richer. Again, higher quality. It's more complex than Dior Homme Intense. That's why this has to be at my top 5. Next is Arthur. I've been hinting you guys na talagang sobrang bango na to. It's one of my favorite scents in my entire collection, not just in the Penhaligon's portrait line, because this is very unique. You won't smell anything like this. Vanilla, tonka, incense. It's just amazing. Sobrang bango talaga niya. Very natural smelling, nakaka-relax. Ganun yung scent that I get with Arthur. On the second spot is Yasmin. I don't know, maybe it's just I'm in my oud era. I love the sweet rose oud combination in this fragrance, backed up by a hint of incense. It is really nice. And despite being rose oud combo, it offers a bit more identity to other oud rose combo. It's performing. Again, one of the best rose oud combo that I've tried. And my number one pick is Mr. Sam. Ang dami nangyayari sa fragrance na to. It's spicy, it's sweet, it's aromatic, it's woody, it's leathery. This is an example of, in my opinion, a brilliant perfumery and currently one of my favorite perfumes at the moment. Now, as far as I know, the retail of each fragrance from the Portrait line is 17,000 pesos. If you buy this on retail, obviously the price is very steep. 75 ml, 17,000 pesos. Although obviously, syempre, it comes with a really nice packaging. Presentation is amazing. The history of the brand being 150 years old fragrance brand. Scent-wise, the juice are all quality, as in you can really tell that they're using some naturals in here. So talagang maganda yung quality niya. But if I wanna collect ito tapos retail ko siya bibilhin, maybe I'll just get like 3 to 5. Siguro may top 5 siguro at max. But that's just my perspective, okay? Isa lang naman ako hampas lupa. But if you're someone na no problem sa price, you know, just get the 70,000, no problem. I think it's really worth the price, to be honest. Magkaka-issue lang tayo dito with this performance because for their price, we're expecting really parang talagang solid performing, but majority of the fragrance line are below to average performing. There are just very few talagang performing. But again, I'm sold by the story, and Penhaligon started my fascination with fragrances that offer story. Kaya right now, even my GP fragrance line talagang may kwento behind it because I think other than the scent, we are also paying for the story. And that's it for the story of Portraits line. Baka mahaba na tong kwento na to. But if you guys reached this part of the video, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the story. I'm looking forward sa mga ganitong klase ng reviews because gusto ko talaga magkwento na. Naghanap na ako ng something na different ang experience sa perfumes and especially in reviewing. I really enjoyed creating this video for you guys and I hope kayo din. Yeah, if you're not yet following me on my social media, I'll put all the links of my Instagram, TikTok down below. Also join my Facebook group. It's GP #ScentSquad para malaman nyo lahat ng updates about my brand. And don't forget to hit the like button. Comment your thoughts in the comment section. Also, my merch is up on my Shopee and TikTok shop. I'll put all the links down below in the description. With that, guys, thank you for watching. Till the next video, peace.